Hello, good evening. Welcome to Saturday Night Live with the Southern Cross Stones Oracle cards. My name is Susan and I am the creator of this wonderful pack of cards called the Southern Cross Stones Oracle. These were made, channeled 34 years ago, and they've only just been printed as a set of cards. The cards have 52 cards in the deck, and when you purchase them, they come with a book with my interpretations and lots of prompts for you to explore your own interpretations. So the main role of the cards is a self-reflection tool, so that enables you to see different parts of things that are happening around in your life, and offers not always solutions, but offers different ways to look at it and perhaps ways to change the energies that are around you. So the cards, each separate card has 4 different words on them. You can read them with all 4 words, or you can just choose the one word that is brighter, it means more to you, or it's a word that you're comfortable with knowing. They all 4 words are related to each other spiritually and do have like a sense of sisterhood about them. So yeah, the cards have many uses. I launched them a few months ago, and a few people do have a pack of their own. I very much would like if a few more people would have a pack of their own. And so I'm going to have a special offer, which I'll tell you about later. I just want to start our chat together tonight by saying that, hello, my name is Susan. This is my official page, Southern Cross Stones Oracle. I have a number of impersonators and a number of people that would like to think that they are me, and they may well target you because you're here in this chat tonight. So know that I will never send you unsolicited messages. I will never ask for your bank account details. I will never ask you to sign up for something and sign away your life savings. That is not me. I have a lot of wonderful people that double check. Pretty much every week it happens where there'll be a new imposter, or the same imposter who is just persistent. So yeah, please know that that's not me. Any official messages will be from this page and this page only. And you're always most welcome to jump onto my little website, which is spiritandmindtools.com.au. And there's a message button there where you can send me a message and I can answer you, and you'll know that it's actually me. So really great to be here on Saturday night. I still, in my brain, think this is Friday Night Live. We're just doing it on Saturday. So, as probably most of you are aware, the Christian holiday of Christmas is about to embark upon our lives. And so next week we'll only be live on Wednesday night. We won't be live on the weekend, and the following week as well we'll be live on the Wednesday night. But I will be popping in for random question and answer sessions over the next few weeks. So if you've got a particular question about the cards or the interpretation, or you might be learning a different pack of cards that you're comfortable with, you're most welcome to pop in. The chats will be random. I won't be offering readings during those chats. I'll be just offering the benefit of my years of experience, which may or may not work for you. So let's start the vibe rolling with a couple of readings. I've got the lovely Miss M in the room with me tonight, and here in Perth it's been well, what can I say? Bloody chilly for the last couple of days. I had a jumper on, and yeah. So we'll see. If the room heats up with our spiritual energy, then may need to turn the fan on, which I did notice a couple of people told me that, oh, I listened to the live and I heard the fan going. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But if we need it, we need it. So, Miss M, who's going to be our first cab off the rank for our Southern Cross Stones Oracle deck?
First, we have Candace, and she would just like to have a general reading.
So, Candace, I could give these cards a little whip up for you and see what they are going to offer. Okay. They're offering you the chance to be able to... this is probably a bit hard to achieve in certain ways at this time of year. But what this card is saying, that there is a need for a quiet corner, a sense of peace, and an ability to be able to be in touch with yourself. It's like, okay, take away the crowds of the other people, the festive season, the busyness, the focus that can often overtake people at this time of year. And this card is encouraging you to find that inner space, that inner peace where you will be able to, Candace, recharge. I'm psychically getting that you are a very deep thinker and that you're very philosophical about a lot of things in your world. You like to understand the why. You like to understand the spiritual meaning. And what this is saying, Candace, is for you to recharge and to be able to get what you need, certainly over the next week. It's vital that you have a sense of quiet. You know, this sense of quiet can be achieved in a totally noisy environment. It's a spiritual practice, not I need everyone to be quiet and don't talk. So hopefully, Candace, that is something that you'll be able to find over the next few days, and give yourself the gift of some quiet time, okay? Thank you very much. So who is next on our list, Miss M?
Next we have Marissa, and she would like to know if the purchase she made was the right thing.
Woohoo! How exciting. Marissa, your question says to me that it was a purchase that you made multiple decisions about. So let's see what this card... Ooh, you have, I would say, a simple yes/no, Marissa, is that yes, your purchase was the right one. What the cards are saying is that this purchase has an ability to get you moving. It may be physically or it may be spiritually, okay? There's a sense of everything changing around you. There's a sense of, you know, not necessarily a new house, but changes within your home environment. And it seems to be energetically linked to this new purchase. And I'm psychically getting a sparkle like diamonds. It's like, yeah, you know, you might have been hesitant. You might not have been sure of your purchase, but Spirit was sure. Spirit was sure that this was for you, and that will enable you to make some changes that you've been thinking about for a couple of years, not a short time. And these are, you know, somebody else might say well overdue, whereas I'll say the time that you needed to wait was really important. And now that that waiting time is over, the cards are asking you to enjoy that. So whatever it is that your purchase is, Marisha, I say absolutely know that Spirit is on your side with that, okay? So I know that here in the Southern Hemisphere that we're about to head into the last full moon of the year, and this is always a really important occasion on a lot of calendars. I half-heartedly follow the pagan traditions, and I like quite a lot of their meaningful values. And this last full moon is about settling energy, and it's about feeling really comfortable in yourself as you move forward. And I had I considered it a quite challenging moment this morning where I was, I'd purchased something from the Facebook buy and sell because I'm a bit of an addict on that. And I was returning and a song came on the radio that I associate to my sister. And I'm like, okay, I had the overwhelming sense of deep emotion that led me to crying while I was driving. And then my niece, who passed over a couple of years ago, pops into the passenger seat, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening. So I went to see my big sister, who's exceptionally poorly at the moment. She has a backbone of steel, and she says she's not ready to die. Her body might be ready to finish the rental of her spirit, but she's very determined that it's not her time at the moment. But mine was more about being able to follow my intuition, and I had a couple of questions that I needed to ask her. So yeah, it was quite a emotionally charged day for me in that regard, and I'm truly lucky that I literally came home and had a sleep. And when Miss M knocked on the door, I said to her, good morning. She looked at me quite strangely, but it was morning to me, and I'm very happy to be with you all in this nice fresh morning of an evening on Saturday night. So Miss M, who are we going to have a chat with next?
Next is Samantha.
Samantha, one of my favourite names. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, I haven't asked you yet. I've definitely got your card for you, Samantha, but I haven't asked you yet if you would press the like button and press the share button for me. Help me get out there in the world of internet and spread me around. As you can see, there's quite enough of me to spread, so if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. And when you've done it, if you let me know, that would be great. Okay, Samantha, what you have drawn is my fairy card. This is the card of dancing, casting spells, and spreading that magic shit everywhere. Absolutely, like woo, yeah, fling the sparkle. This is telling me, Samantha, that you are absolutely in a period of sparkleness. You're attracting people, you're attracting conversations. You might not actually be sure, like, hang on a minute, how did that random person speak to me? But this is very much about your energy levels at the moment. There's a warmth and a sense of connection and an ability to be able to converse with people that, you know, they're not normally in your life. They're not normally in your day-to-day kind of existence. But this card has a very, very busy energy. It's like, oh, it's not work, it's just energy, and it's exciting, and it's brings in a lot of new spirit talk and a lot of new spiritual adventures as well. So Samantha, what I would say is that you are sparkling. This is spiritually a wonderful card to get, and tells you that it is, you know, it's absolutely a great time to get out there socially, to get out there emotionally, and to put yourself on the line, and yeah, trust your intuition. It's a lovely card to have, Samantha. So hopefully that's given you the answer to a question that you may have had. Okay, who are we going to have next, Miss M?
Next, we have Renee.
Renee.
And she would like to know if she will have her license in time for an interstate move.
Okay, let's have a look what the cards are offering you, Renee. Let's have a look what they say. Ooh, that is a yes answer, okay? Psychically, I'm getting that you have either put off or renovated this moving date twice already, and that next time you will do it again. You will put it off, but only by a day or so. And what the cards are saying, Renee, is that the day that you actually go is the best day, weather-wise and price-wise, because there's a lot of financial constraints. Not worry, there's a lot of like financial energy that is around the move across. So Renee, I say go with confidence and have a good time when you're going over there. Remind yourself why it is that you're moving, what you're moving for, and how this fits into your life plan. Because psychically, Renee, the cards tell me you're a bit of a planner. I've got a really good idea of where I would like to be in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time. And Renee, what these cards are saying is, you know what? It might be quite a challenging ability to actually get on the road, but once you're on it, you're just full force forward, and the cards are definitely on your side. So hopefully that's answered your question, Renee, and that you're able to plan that leaving within a day or two of the date that you have in mind at the moment. Okay, so who do we have next on our list?
Next, we have Ruth, and she would like to know if she should stay in her current job or move.
Ooh, let's have a look and give the Southern Cross Stones Oracle a good old shuffle up. I might show you my business card. Well, I can't shuffle at the same time, but see, this is my business card. Now, this woman here is my grandmother. Her name is Jemima. And I never met her physically. I've met her spiritually many, many times. And she is what I consider an absolute angel. She has, her human story was full of suffering, but spiritually, she's somebody who brings me great light. I had a conversation with her this afternoon, actually. And she's very much a woman of the world. She knows what's going on in so many places. So Ruth, let's have a look at this little job of yours and see what is happening in your world. Okay, so this is the card that you have drawn. So in order to put this into your working career, Ruth, I am definitely getting that the job that you have now is all about, it's almost like the job presents itself as one thing, but it is actually something else. I do not feel that you have a great deal of workplace enjoyment. There's not a sense of, hey, you know what, I love this going to work. There's not a sense of, oh, this job is kind to me or my body. So Ruth, what the cards are saying is, yes, you will actually seek another job next year, and I don't think that you will take the first two jobs that you are offered. And I see you within your current employment for quite some time, maybe till after May. And it is then that you will find the job that really sings to your soul. You have a sense of colour, you have a sense of vibrancy, and you have a sense of, there's certainly, Ruth, you actually really enjoy people's company. And so this new job that you'll find will have that essence of people, but not in the same way that your current job does. I actually see that this card is offering you the chance to love the new job. But they're also telling you that it might be a little time before that comes into you. So Ruth, I say, look at your own personal strategies about, what you can do to be helpful to yourself, to be a little more patient, because spirit time and human time are like different universes. Like spirit will tell me that is happening really quickly, and I'm like, yeah, that's tomorrow. And of course, spirit time really quickly might be 10 years in my life, and I'm like, oh no, that's so far away. So Ruth, I always ask in messages, I always ask for months in the next year. So yeah, let's hope that their timing and the messages are really quite clear, and you'll be able to make that jump in your workplace. Okay, so hopefully that's answered your question, Ruth, and that you're able to like look for a workplace that actually is a really good fit for you, and that's not just one that gets by. Okay, good luck. Always pop in, let us know how you're going. So we've got a few more people in the room, so I just want to do the whole confirm that. Hello, my name is Susan. This is my official page, and I have lots of imposters that may bombard you with messages of, like free reading, sign up here, put your details in. I just want to confirm to you that, hey, that's not me. They steal my pictures, they pretend they're me, and I have enough problem being me, so I find it a bit like hard to understand why someone would actually want to steal me, but yeah, that's apparently the way of the world, and it doesn't matter how many times you report it to Facebook, they're not actually breaking any rules, so Facebook won't do anything about it. So I just want to confirm to you that, hey, don't follow any links. I'm not going to send you any unsolicited kind of messages. I'm not going to ask for your bank account details. And I'd be very happy if you kept them to yourself. So I'll have a little drink, and then I'll ask the lovely Miss M who's next on our list for tonight. It's great to feel a whole different sort of energy in the room tonight. I always enjoy that. I always enjoy that drink too. So I'm going to put a special offer on my website of if anyone would like to own their own set of Southern Cross Stones Oracle cards, in that for everyone who purchases between now and Mahogany, which is the Celtic name for what we Westerners call New Year's Eve. Okay, so it's a very, very important spiritual event in Scotland, and it's a very, very important event on a lot of different calendars. But for here, we call it New Year's Eve, and so if you like to purchase your own set of cards, which come with a book and come with my guidance, if you would like them, I'm going to offer you the chance to get $50 worth of free crystals with your order. Now, these crystals may be chosen by me for you, or if you would like to open up a conversation about what you think that would work best for you, then I'd be very willing to do that. So if anyone would like to find out more about that, they're most welcome to drop me a note on the website, or the lovely Miss M will very, very easily give you the link to buy the cards. So all you need to do is ask.
Just put a comment in about what you've just spoken about.
So, Miss M, who's on our list?
So next we have Natasha. Now, Natasha wants to know if she should study and change her career path or stick to what she's doing.
Okay, big questions. Big questions, okay? So I've just knocked the iPad over to the other side of the room, so hopefully I've corrected it. It's kind of like driving a truck, an iPad. So let's have a look for you, Natasha. Let's have a look what the cards say. Right. The first card that you got is the card of prosperity and security. Now, this is all directly related to how much you actually get paid for your work, okay? I believe that there is a scope within the job that you currently have, Natasha, for optimal earnings. But that right now, this requires like a little bit too much effort. It's like, oh, I'm not going to put all of that work in, and yeah, I'll see the benefit in 2 years' time. So there's a sense of frustration around that card, okay? I do believe that the cards are saying that you are more inclined to stay in the job that you've got than you are to explore new options, because for exploring new options, the card that you have is the card of indecision, okay? This is the card of I don't know what I would like to do. I'm not even sure that will pay me money, and that the mortgage would get paid, and the kids would have what they need. But there's a sense of, oh really, this is not a time for you to be making a decision. I'm getting that it is a much clearer path for you by the end of February. And it's like you're living in a muddle at the moment, and that muddle might only be about your work, and it might be more about what's internally. It's like, oh, I'm not really sure I'm, on the right path, or I haven't quite found that tick for my life's purpose, and life might be just too busy in your current job, okay? So it's almost like what Spirit is saying is, give it time, allow yourself to get this energy clear, and then the path, the job that you would like to do, okay? There's a very definite sense of you are able to set your worth financially, emotionally, and spiritually, and this is why the job that you have now is frustrating. There's no growth, there's no ability to go on with it. And this is why, the cards are saying you will more than likely change your career, and that it may take you up to a 2-year period, Natasha. So hopefully that's given you a couple of answers, but also a couple of questions, because the cards are really encouraging you to ask some questions about what you would like to do. Okay, thank you, Natasha. Who's next on our list, Miss M?
Next, we have Emma, and she would like to know if she's on the right path.
Emma, let's have a look for you. Okay. I'll just have another wee drink. The energy in the room is certainly starting to heat up. Well, let's have a look for you, Emma. Okay, you have the card of energy and support, okay? What this tells me is, in the yes-no question, is that yes, you are on the right path. And it also tells me that that path will have a mind of its own and change in the next 6 months. And what that is good about this is that there's no like, oh, I need to decide which way I'm going, or, do I want to learn that? Because it's almost like, yeah, right, you got to learn that. And that's the way that it is going forward, okay? And Emma, what this card offers you is a sense of security. I don't know whether you work in a supportive industry, but that's the energy around this card. It's like, yeah, I can help people out. I can help myself at the same time. But there's also a very real question about the energy that you spend whilst you are at work. It's almost like, do you give way too much? Do you stay longer and go earlier and do things that are not necessarily good practices for you, Emma? The card is asking you to ask these questions of yourself. Only you can decide. Only you can decide whether that works for you. There's no bloody right or wrong, or you have to do it this way for you. But what the card is saying is, are you spending a little too much energy in the work that you're doing now? Okay? So come to that spot where you're comfortable with the answer. And if the answer is yes, you're spending too much energy, then decide. Do you want to move, shift, come in on time and leave on time? Do you want it? Because this is all about what you want, Emma. Okay? So certainly pop in and let us know how you went, and how that reflection works for you. Okay? So thank you very much. Who is our next person, Miss M?
Next, we have Angela.
I love that name. Angelica. That's what they would call you if you lived in Roma. I have a bit of a fascination for Roma. I've been there a few times.
She's got a question.
Yep.
Her Dad passed away 9 years ago.
Yep.
And she would like to know what he's trying to tell her, because he keeps flashing the pantry light.
So he really does know how to get your attention, Angela, and I'm asking him to pop in and clearly give his message. And as of yet, there's no clear message. So we'll start with a card and see if he wants to respond to it. Was his name Alfred? There's certainly a gentleman here at the moment, but I don't think he's yours, so I'm just going to let him be. So the card that you have drawn in answer to your question, Angela, is the card of shift. Is there something in that pantry or around that pantry that your dad's not happy with? Have you got a little bit of decluttering or reorganizing to do? Because what I'm getting is that spiritually your dad was a bit of a hoarder, and that he would save things for later, and I'll just put that there. So, and from a spiritual perspective, it might not be working for him at the moment, and the light is most definitely a clear message. It's like, you're not listening to me. So what I can interpret, Angela, is that he is talking to you very clearly about reorganizing something within your home. Do you live in the home that he used to live in? Does he feel a strong connection to that particular area? And if you want to literally sit down and have a chat to him and say, okay, stop giving me half messages, give me the full message here, because I need to be able to give you what you need. And with spiritual communication, it does, some people say, oh, you can't be that direct, whereas I honestly believe you can define your terms, you can ask very set parameters of what do you mean, what should I do, and then that helps the answer be really clear and being given back to you. So I'm sorry, Angela, I wasn't being able to pull him in directly, but I would like to know how you go in and exploring getting his message, and we can always try again another time, okay? So we'll give the cards a shuffle, see whether Angela's dad wants to pop in after that, which is, sometimes what happens with, talking with spirit is I may ask for, hello, are you available for a chat? And by the time they've received their message, I've gone around the corner down the road and, I've totally forgotten what I wanted to ask them anyway. So, yeah. We shall go to our next person on our little list of adventures and our list of things that we might like to know, and ask Miss M who is on our list.
Next, we have Mira, and she's from the Philippines. She's new tonight.
Oh, hello. Mara, did you say? Ah, beautiful name. The Philippines is a fantastic country. I must admit, I have not been there since the 70s, so that was a long time ago.
And she would like some hints about her future husband.
Ooh, let's have a look. Mira, let's have a look at your future husband. Okay. There is a real sense of urgency. It's almost like, I'd like to find my husband this week so that I can, marry him within the next, 18 months. So what the cards are offering you is that your husband will be a man of character, somebody who has very clear values, Mira, someone who knows what they're talking about. And I get a sense that he has lived quite a bit of life. It's not necessarily about a bodily age. It's like, I actually believe that he works in a very stressful environment, and he's very good at what he does. Within his work, Mira, I feel an official capacity. I don't know whether it's a policeman or some kind of like person who works on the front line, because there's a sense of wow, that's not really the best of jobs. That's not really, something that you would consider. You are a bit of a dreamer, Mirror, which is a fantastic thing. You have a great ability to be able to write stories and to create environments. And it's almost like that this man, your future husband, is your polar opposite in that regard. He's practical. He just wants to deal with what's in front of him. And that's what makes you so good together. I do think I don't know whether you, Mirror, are quite short or whether he's exceptionally tall, because Spirit is saying there's a real height discrepancy between you. And that this is, something that might initially be very off-putting for you. But Spirit is quite clear that this man for you is not far away. You will certainly meet your future husband very soon. And Mirror, I'm quite glad if you pop back into the page and let us know, you've met him. And always interested in hearing how our romance is going. Okay, I do feel that he will be very different. It's almost like what Spirit is saying to me is he's not of your family. So I don't know what that means. He's just different. And he's that's all that Spirit is saying. But he is definitely somebody who will be in your life fairly shortly. Okay? So allow him to come and, enjoy the energy as it unfolds. So thank you, Mirror, and certainly pop in and let us know how it goes. So who's next on our list?
Next, we have Sharon, and she is wondering if things will change for her.
Sharon, let's have a look. Let's shift the energy around and do the whole clear it off and have a shuffle of the cards and see. Okay, so this is the card that you have drawn, and that's really a fantastic card to have drawn in relation to your question. Okay, Sharon, because this is the card of moving parts. This is the card of, like a juggling ball kind of thing. This one's going that way, that one's going this. But they're all in perfect symmetry. So it means that the effort and the reward of doing all of this juggling is very, very soon. This card offers you the sense of sharing and gifts. So it's almost like, you've got a lot to give, but the people around you are very high quality and they're very much about helping you discover, okay? I see this card as somebody who really cares deeply about other people and really cares deeply about how your words, thoughts and actions affect others. So what this card says to you, Sharon, in regard to your question, is that, things are definitely getting better. They are changing, they're shifting. It's almost like this shift will happen without you subconsciously needing to go and change the energy. It's like, oh, do I need to move? Do I need to do this? You know what? It will happen around you. I do get psychically that, Sharon, you get headaches, and that these headaches are not always easy to move. It's almost, like a heat that I can feel on my head. So Spirit is asking you to be mindful of these. I'm certainly not a medical doctor. I don't have any qualifications in that kind of field. But what Spirit is saying to me, Sharon, is, do you feel like getting it checked out? If you've got, if headaches do plague you, would you like to get it checked out? Because there may be an answer that works really quite quickly, and that this will be something that helps you with the changes that are juggling around you. So hopefully, Sharon, that's given you answers and questions. I kind of like it when it gives you more questions than answers, because that means that you're opening up and that you're able to to make a real difference in the energy that's around you. Okay, so good luck with that, and always pop in and let us know how you go. So take another little cold drink. The energy in the room has definitely increased. I'm not someone who sweats very easily, but yeah, spirit can make me sweat. The last couple of days I've had a really interesting full moon build-up. My side gates to my house decided that they would fall off, literally. Just the brackets on the walls, off comes the gates. And I personally get a great deal of value out of being a warrior. You know, it's almost like it's an energetic thing for me. Like, oh my God, my gates are off. Oh, somebody could get in my backyard. Oh, I feel, oh. So in the way of the world, it was like, yeah, I put it out there and I asked for help, which I'm getting pretty good at. And a couple of people responded and said, yeah, I can come around and have a look at it. And but then they didn't come, so that was a bit not so fun. And then a young guy who I actually asked him to come around because he's really, really tall. He's about 6'5" or something like that. Really tall and young, about 30 odd, and strong. And I was creating a shed out of an old washing line. So, like, I call it my MacGyver shed. It's for my hanging baskets. So, you know, I had tried with a friend to put this washing line, like an old Hills hoist. If you're Australian, you understand what that is. If you're not Australian, you probably need to look it up. And so he come around to help me put that on the top. And he looked at my gates and said, oh, that's a bit of a worry. You want me to fix them? And woof, there it was. He had all his boy equipment out and he was like drilling and cutting and doing all the things that I don't understand. And he fixed my gates for me and it was just so lovely. I was very thankful for the universal support. So, yeah, I got my gates fixed and I got my MacGyver shed up. Oh, life is good. Okay, let's see who's next on our list, Miss M. She's looking at me funny, like she's going to spin one past me. Okay, let's see. What have you got?
Next, we have Jennifer.
Yes.
And she would like to know, will she start her own business soon?
Ooh, how exciting. How exciting. Let's have a look, Jennifer. Let's give the Southern Cross Stones Oracle a real good, vibrant energy shake. Because they, I have 3 different packs of cards, same cards, but 3 different packs of cards that I use for the lives. Because I don't want them to get tired. I don't want them to be exhausted. I want them to give fresh and vibrant readings so that each of you can have, you know, a really good opportunity for an answer to your question. That doesn't happen when the pack is your own, when you're reading for yourself as a self-awareness tool. Your pack doesn't get as tired, whereas when you use it like I do for, you know, sometimes 100 readings a week, the pack gets like, whoa, go away. Yeah. So, Jennifer, let's have a look at your business. So what this tells me is that your business is associated around the healing arts. Whilst it might not be a specific type of healing arts, it's as though the people, I'm getting a retail environment, I'm getting something that people can come in and purchase and walk away with. I'm also getting, Jennifer, that this is a constant energy. It's almost like, yeah, you might be, you know, selling hundreds or thousands a day, because there's a sense of renewal. There's a sense of, wow, really I've just got to do that again and again and again. And it is the repetition of this energy, Jennifer, that you find really soothing. You find it very beneficial, and that you are able to, you know, sparkle in that environment. So yes, Jennifer, I do see you with a business that has something to do with restoration, healing, changing energy. It is a business that you've thought of. I still think that Spirit is telling me you have 3 or 4 jobs on your plan that you need to do before you launch yourself into this business. But I'm getting a highly wonderful, like emotional, successful energy around it. So yeah, please feel free when you get your business up and running, Jennifer, of popping it in and yeah, give yourself a bit of self-promotion. I'm really very happy to be able to do what I can in in your success. So it feels really lovely. And I thank you very much for popping in tonight, Jennifer. Please feel free to follow the page. And just the Southern Cross Stones Oracle page is me, even though that I do have plenty of people that pretend to be me. Okay. So, Miss M, who do we have on the list and how are we going for timing?
So we have Candace on the list, and she wants to know if her carer's payment will be approved.
Okay, we shall have a look at that, Candace, and timing.
1:45.
Cool. The energy in the room is hot. That's why I'm scratching. Okay, Candace, I love a clear question. I love being able to ask a very almost boxed in question. So yeah, the cards can give you a yes, no, okay? So this to me is a yes. This tells me, Candace, that yes, there is still one more bit of paper or one more like form that you need to fill out, but that this will be a process that is not complex, and this will be a process, Candace, that you can do. And I'm getting a 4. I don't think it's a 4 days, but as it might be 4 weeks from when you initially put in the question, the paperwork, or what it was. And that there's a sense of I'm waiting for that message. I'm ready to receive it. And I'm just asking for a date because I love numbers. I love numerology, and I'm not a specialist in any way, shape or form, but I enjoy the rhythm of numbers and the power behind them. So yeah, I'm getting that by the 7th that you will have your decision. So yeah, Candace, please pop in. Let us know whether that, the cards were really clear for you. And I will, it's probably not the right etiquette, but I'm very, very happy if people would like to leave the cards, or myself, if you would like, a review on the page. There's that button somewhere. I can't always find it, but if you can have a look at that and leave us a little review, that would be totally fantastic. So I've been doing these live reads for a couple of months now. I feel like they're part of my life. I feel like all that worry, all that, how am I going to do that? I find that really strange. It's all gone now. It's like, hey, I love this whole having a conversation with you and the getting together. So I really appreciate everyone popping in and sharing me around. And I certainly have had a few of my videos that have had like, lots and lots of views. So I really appreciate that. So, Miss M, who's next on our list?
Next, we have Aura.
Aura, and what would Aura like to know?
She wants to know if her and Alex will be meeting soon.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, very specific question. Okay, what this card tells me, Aura, is that no, I don't believe that you'll be meeting soon, because there's a sense of, okay, we agreed not to meet, okay? We agreed that the timing wasn't right. So I'm only asking after the next month. So this will change your aura, and this will shift in the energy. I don't know what Alex does for work, but I'm getting a great sense of busyness. It's like, okay, I haven't even got 2 minutes to myself. I not able to find the time to actually meet. I wouldn't be. Does this person live a great distance away from you, Aurora? Because I'm getting that it is like a travel impossibility to be able to actually meet. So what this card is asking you is be patient. Ask yourself, okay, what really works for me? Do I have that sense of accord? Do I have that ability to be a bit more patient? It's like you're getting a no answer for the next month, but after that could change, okay? So hang in there, or that could change, and the energy that you share with Alex will, it might be simply a timing issue. So, yeah. Pop back in and you can always ask another question at another time. So, yeah, that's not a card that sort of promotes any kind of travel or distance. So, yeah, but that might change in another 30, 40 days. Okay? So, who, Miss M, is our next person?
Next, we have Jerry.
I love that cheeky little grin that this girl has.
And they want to know if Raz and they will have communication before the end of the year. Okay,
so let's have a look if the cards want you to have that answer. I definitely get that you're not always given all of the information that you would like, and this may be one of the times, okay? Because there is a sense of, is it your business? Like, the cards do not mean that in a mean way, in any way. What they're saying is, like, is it really important to you, okay? So the first card, like 3 cards fell out. So the first card that you've drawn is the one of transitions. It's the one of growth. And what this tells me is that information might not be as helpful to you as you're thinking, okay? Because there's an opportunity for growth, okay? And so the second card that you pulled out is one of, it's like finding yourself. It's like your truth. It's like having an honest conversation with your heart. And like, right, did I see things differently? Am I able to look at it in a different way? Because, a breakthrough is not always this momentous kind of, thing. It might be just like, actually, you know what? That doesn't really work for me too much anymore. Okay? And the third card is the card of your home. So what this tells me is that you have a lot going on in your home at the moment, and that this might be impacting on why you're not getting the questions answered clearly, okay? So whilst the cards might not be giving you a yes, no, and direct kind of answer, I believe that they're giving you plenty of opportunity to be able to look at something from a different perspective, okay? So good luck with that. You're going to always pop back in and ask it a different way, or let us know how you go. So I think that I am exhausted. I absolutely love the fact that we get to share in this environment, and just confirming that we will be here live next Wednesday at 9 p.m. That's Perth, Western Australia time. So that's very definitely, different time zones in the world. and it seems to be a time zone that's really working for me. So I hope that you can pop in and join us, and there will be something pretty special planned for free readings for the new year. I haven't tweaked it yet, so I can only hint that, watch this page, follow me. Don't follow my imposters, follow me. And I'll have the opportunity to start the year off with a really big bang and some spiritual help with guidance and direction. So thank you very much for popping in to see my own pack of cards, the Southern Cross Stones Oracle. This is a pack of cards I know really well because I made them. And I really appreciate you being here. And I look forward to catching up with you on Wednesday. Blessings, and I shall see you again.